Broadcasting live from the Meridix via OBS Studio Broadcast Center at Centennial Sportsplex. This is GNASH Hockey on the Middle Tennessee Sports Network as we move to the second game in our doubleheader tonight. Brentwood taking on Franklin-BGA. Sorry about the late start because the Summit Nolensville game ran very long, a little too long, even though it had an exciting finish and was a pretty good game throughout. Zamboni on the ice, so we're going to have to dive into our pregame business right away. And that starts by going over the first team involved, the visiting team, Brentwood, coached by Chris Oram. Finished phase one, 5-5-1. So because they're a GNASH Cup contender, they carry that record into phase three. And let's go over the results of their phase one games. Started with a 3-3 tie against Pope Prep CPA GCA on then a 3-2 win over Centennial on October 3rd, a 5-3 win over Independence on October 19th, 3-1 win over Mount Juliet Green Hill Evan on October 24th, 5-4 win over Franklin-BGA October 26th, a 6-2 Halloween treat over Ravenwood, the only loss of the season so far for the Raptors, but then the Bruins lost their last game in phase one on November 7th, 5-2 to Montgomery Bell. So here are their player stats through 7 games. Stevie Lipa is the team's leading scorer. He has 12 points from 8 goals and 4 assists. Aiden Pustici, 8 points from 5 goals and 3 assists. Larson Smith, 7 points from 2 goals and 5 assists. Dominic Kamsu, 6 points from a goal and 5 assists. Jonathan Schultz, 5 points from 4 goals and an assist. Ty Essenmacher, 5 points from 2 goals and 3 assists. Luke Ohoffen, 5 points all from assists. Lucas Bowman, 4 points from 2 goals and 2 assists. Callahan Fielder, 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Kyle Barberite, 3 points from assists. Connor Allen, 2 points from a goal and an assist. Sevi McClure, 2 points from assist. And Zane Cesaroni has a point from a goal. On to goalie play, Georgie Kachaturian has played in 4 games. His record 2-1-1. He's played 168 minutes. Goals against average of 3.75. No shutouts. He's allowed 15 goals and 83 shots and turned away the other 68. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .820. Payne Fielder has played in 3 games, all of which Brentwood won, so his record so far 3-0. He's played 126 minutes, goals against average of 1.67, no shutouts. He's allowed 5 goals on 45 shots and turned away the other 40. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .890. On to Franklin, coached by Todd Gross. They're carrying a record of 1-4-2 over the GNASH Cup contention. They're very unlikely to win it. As we go over the results of their phase one games. They started the season with a 3-game unbeaten streak. They tied Centennial 3-3 on September 28th. They tied Mount Juliet Green Hill Evan 8-8 on October 3rd, although they'll feel that should have been a win. Then they beat Independence 9-6 on October 5th. But they're on a 4-game losing streak coming into tonight. An 8-0 loss to Ravenwood October 17th. 8-3 loss to MBA on October 24th. 5-4 loss to Brentwood on October 26th. And then they wrapped up phase one on Halloween with a 5-0 loss to Pope Prep CPA GCA. On to their players' stats. Matt Yurjevich is the team's leading scorer. He has 11 points from 8 goals and 3 assists. Brandon Mills, 7 points from 4 goals and 3 assists. McLean Butters, 6 points from 4 goals and 2 assists. Gavin Akers, 6 points from 3 goals and 3 assists. Thurston, 4 points from a goal and 3 assists. Grant Hayes, 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Cole Pointer and Quinn Loesch, each with 2 points from goals. Hudson Loesch and Cale Lewis, each with 2 points from a goal and an assist. Owen McGrorty and Michael Mannion, each with 2 points from assists. Josh Yurjevich, Noah Larrabee, each have a point from an assist. On to goalie play. Franklin again with 2 goalie pool goalies since they don't have any of their own. Well, they didn't start the year with any of their own. Garen Darby has played in 6 games. His record 1-3-2. He's played 224 minutes, goals against average of 6 even. No shutouts. He's allowed 32 goals on 117 shots and turned away the other 85. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .730. Darby, one of the pool goalies for Franklin. Goes to Central Magnet. He's from the Rutherford Rampage. But for their game against MBA, or against Pope Prep, Todd Gross called up Chad Jansen, who is a goalie for Franklin's JV co-op with Independence. So Chad Jansen played in that game against Pope Prep, which Franklin lost, so his record 0-1, played the full 42 minutes, allowed 5 goals on 29 shots, turned away the other 24. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .830. Jacob Benoit, who is their other pool goalie, he comes from the Outlaws, goes to Madison Academy. He played in one game, started one game. That was the game against Mount Juliet. Now they have him with a record of 0-1, but if he was pulled for Darby, and Darby was in net when Mount Juliet scored the goal that tied the game at 8, and that's how the game ended, Darby should have the tie, and it should have been a no decision for Benoit. Benoit has so far played 28 minutes, allowed goals against average of 9 even, allowing 6 goals on 11 shots and turning away the other 5. His save percentage in the regular season just .450. So I'm told that Chad Jansen is the backup goalie for Franklin tonight. I don't have any other info on him. He's a 2006 birth year, which means he's probably a sophomore. And I imagine he goes to Franklin, because if Franklin and Indy are co-oping in the JV league, it wouldn't make much sense for Franklin to be calling up an Indy kid to play for them. The league wouldn't allow it either. As both teams come out of the ice for the 3-minute warm-up. And the officials aren't out on the ice, so they've taken an extended break. Again, the Summit Nolensville game ran long, so that's why this game is getting started so late. As Brentwood both these teams have really nice sweaters. Franklin wearing white with maroon numbers and letters, and on the front, they've got FHS, and it's going diagonally from left to right. You have, well, if you're wearing the jersey, the F is on the upper right part of the chest, the H is in the middle, down below it, and then on the bottom left side of the stomach you have the S. As one official's made his way back out on the ice, I think it's Mike, and actually both of them are out here. Mike O'Neill did the Summit Nolensville game. I wonder if he's going to do this one as well. And Brentwood, man, their new sweaters are slick. Blue with what looks like Bruins in cursive writing on the front. Yellow numbers. So, again, Ravenwood beat Father Ryan 3-2, so the Raptors starting off Phase 3 1-0, and they are now 7-1 in the GNASH Cup standings. Hold on, folks. I got to go to the Franklin bench real quick. Sorry, folks. Having to make sure that the player wearing number 1 for Franklin is indeed Jacob Benoit. And yes, it is. Jacob Benoit going to start in goal for Franklin. We'll see who Chris Orem puts out for Brentwood. It's going to be Payne Fielder. For this first period, Brentwood will carry the puck towards me. Franklin will carry it away from me. As this one is underway with Franklin winning the opening draw. Gavin Akers. Diagonal cross ice forward pass to Brandon Mills, who carries it into the Brentwood zone. And a shot, I think, missed the net from Matt Yurjevich. And now back the other way come Brentwood. But Gavin Akers jumps in front of Zane Cicerone. Gets the puck away from him. Brandon Mills banging the puck off the near boards and out. Now Akers at center. Puck brought back into the Brentwood end of the left wing side. Akers' a shot. I think it went across the front of the net. I don't think it ever got to a fielder. Here's Stevie Lipa with a puck for Brentwood. He's going to end up icing it. Nope, they wave it off. He's trying to stretch past to Larson Smith. Here goes Matt Yurjevich, left wing side of the Brentwood zone. Drops the puck back. Sent around the boards by Cale Lewis. And here come Brentwood again. Puck taken away from Aiden Pustizzi. Cleared out by Quinn Spencer. Puck now back in the Franklin end. Put out in front, backhanded through the top of the crease by Luke O'Hoffen. Aiden Pustizzi let point, a shot turned away by Benoit off his right leg pad. Pustizzi backhanding it through the air into the netting above the glass, above the left wing corner. And that took 1:50 seconds off the clock. And they're going to drop the puck out at center in front of the Franklin bench because of that. Puck out at center. Brought into the Brentwood zone, but offside by the Admirals. Drawing the dot across from the Brentwood bench Won by the Bruins, but turned over to Franklin. Josh Yurievich banking the puck off the near boards out of his zone. But sent right back in by Brentwood. Going to be an icing against the Bruins, though. Draw's going to be to the left of Payne Fielder. Won by Franklin. Josh Yurievich passing down low. Now it's turned over to Brentwood. Zane Cicerone out at center. Puck in the Franklin end. Larson Smith pushed wide. That's out on the near boards. Cole Pointer trying to clear, and he does. Taken back by Brentwood. Up, but turned over to Franklin. Hudson Loesch, left wing side of the Brentwood zone. A shot turned away by Payne Fielder. Now Nolan Larrabee at center. Puck back in the Franklin end, and a shot from Stevie Lipa hit his own man. No, correction, it was Owen Seeley with that shot. Now a shot from the slot misses the net to the right of Benoit from Callahan Fielder. Payne's brother. Twin brother, they're both sophomores. Here's a shot at the right point, stopped and covered up by Benoit. That shot coming from who? For Brentwood, it was Seeley. 10:22 to go in the first, still looking for the first goal of the game. Draw to the left of Benoit. Larson Smith tried to carry it to the front of the net. It was taken away and cleared. Stevie Lipa trying to fire it down the far side. And there's a chance. Oh, but Smith could not get around Cale Lewis, who took the puck off him. Brought back in from center by Aiden Bustizzi, but he's double teamed and taken off the puck by Akers and Lewis. Now here's Bustizzi, left circle shot turned away by Benoit. Oh, given away in the slot, and a shot missed the net to the left of Benoit. I think he threw out the leg pads though at Larson Smith's try. Puck put out in front, score! Smith. Luke Olhoffen with a no-look backhanded centering pass facing the inboards. And Smith puts it in the back of the net to put Brentwood up 1-0 with 9:38 to go in the first. Draw one by Franklin. Puck in the Brentwood zone. In the left wing corner. Now here come the Bruins. Aiden Bustizzi in the Franklin zone. Puck poked away from him in the slot by Aiden Murphy. And the puck brought back into the Brentwood end offside by the Admirals. Franklin trying to get the puck back into the Brentwood zone. Dominic Kamsu with it, though, for the Bruins. Puck sent around to the near side. McLean Butters had it for a moment, taken back by Brentwood. Ty Essenmacher, right wing side of the Franklin zone, sends it to the inboards. Connor Allen trying to get it to the front of the net. Here's Essenmacher. McLean Butters clears it out. Dominic Kamsu sending it back into the Franklin zone with some help from Ty Essenmacher. Puck in the right wing corner. McLean Butters carrying it to center. It's back in the Brentwood zone. Picked up by Kamsu. Fell to one knee, but drops it back along the wall. And it'll be carried out. A shot from Jonathan Schultz was broken up. Actually blocked. Jack Schultz, I should say. Now Grant Hayes, right wing side of the Brentwood zone. And now here come the Bruins again. Aiden Bustici in the Franklin zone. A shot, score! It hit the inside of the left shin of, I think, Cale Lewis. Slid along the ice between the legs of Benoit into the back of the net. It's Pustici's goal, and it'll be 2-0 Brentwood with 7:28 to go in the first. And Cale Lewis ends up sending the puck into the Franklin bench, trying to bank it off the near side boards. Draw one by Brentwood. It was right at center. Chipped into the Franklin zone, off the inboards. Gavin Akers. Passes ahead, but it's intercepted. Drop back to Akers inside the Franklin zone. Now Akers will carry it out to center. Akers into the Brentwood end on the left wing side. Backhands it across the front of the net. Puck back in the Franklin end. It's behind the net. Gavin Akers getting it around to the far side. Nolan Larrabee passing ahead. Intercepted and sent back into the Franklin zone. It's in the left wing corner. And Cale Lewis almost coughing it up. Now Stevie Lipa behind the net with a puck. Comes out to the right wing side. Passes out up top, Kamsu. Dominic Kamsu, a shot. Hit the post to the left of Benoit. Rebound cleared out, but only as far as the red line. Lipa with it. Now Kamsu. Pass across, intercepted by Gavin Akers, who brings it back into the Brentwood zone on the left wing side. Takes a shot, knocked down by Payne Fielder, and he covers it up in the crease. 5:41 to go in the first, 2-0 Brentwood. Puck in the Franklin zone, controlled by Quinn Spencer near his own net. Passes across. Now that goes across to Matt Yurovich. Passing across on the right wing side of the Brentwood zone to, I think, Josh, and that's taken away. And back the other way comes Dominic Kamsu. Kamsu, left wing side of the Franklin zone, gets pushed into the boards by Spencer. Luke Olhoffen has the puck knocked off his stick, and now back the other way goes Brandon Mills. Now here's Matt Yurovich with a shot that misses the net to the left of Payne Fielder. Puck out at center. It's back in the Brentwood end. Cleared out. Chopped ahead. Up, offside warning against Brentwood, so Trey Wilkins has to back off and get out of the zone. And now here's Matt Yurievich, left wing side of the Brentwood end. Puck taken away from him. Here's Aiden Pustici out at center. Passing it over to Kyle Barberite. Barberite puts it out in front of the Franklin net, knocked away by Hudson Lowe. She was looking for Ty Essenmacher, was Barberite. Puck back in the Franklin end. Hudson Loesch. Passing up the near side. It's going to be an icing because it misses his big brother Quinn. 3:50 to go in the first, 2-0 Brentwood leading. Draw's going to be to the right of Benoit. One by Brentwood. Pass across was intercepted by Quinn Loesch. Taken back though. Backhanded out in front by Aiden Pustici, but intercepted for a moment by Michael Mannion. And now Pustici trying to come to the front of the net. Whiffs on a shot attempt. Back the other way goes Cale Lewis. Lewis back in the Brentwood zone on the left wing side, but he gives the puck away. Taken back by Mannion though. Put out in front. Stopped by Fielder, and McLean Butters carries the rebound past the net. Puck was passed ahead to Zane Cicerone. It's back in the Franklin zone. Cicerone battling with Akers behind the net. Callahan Fielder picks up the loose puck, tries to wrap around, and scores! Callahan Fielder from behind the net carries the puck around to the left-hand side and banks it in on his second whack, and it's 3-0 Brentwood with 2:55 to go in the first. And this game is looking a lot different than the meeting on October 26th when Brentwood only won 5-4. They're already up 3-0. Owen McGroarty, puck taken off him inside the Brentwood zone on the right wing side. Murphy sending the puck back into the Brentwood end. Stevie Lipa clears it out. Here's Grant Hayes taking a bump. Puck brought back into the Franklin zone by Luke Olhoffen. Olhoffen, one of 3 former Father Ryan players in this Brentwood roster. All of them were a member of the Ryan team that finished runners-up to Indy Spring Hill in the 2021 Hein Cup. Connor Allen, Sebi McClure, and the aforementioned Olhoffen. Puck in the Franklin zone, Brentwood zone, but cleared out by the Bruins. Icing going to be waved off as Murphy catches up to it and clears. Sent back into the Franklin end by Stevie Lipa. Hudson Loesch across to Matt Yurievich, who deflects the puck back into the Brentwood zone. Now there's a shot from center, had to be turned away by Benoit. He pulls on the rebound and covers. That shot coming from Connor Allen. 81 seconds to go in the period. 3-0 Brentwood leading. Draw to the left of Benoit. One by Brentwood. Trey Wilkins wanting to put it out in front from the end boards. Here's Ty Essenmacher getting brought down by Hudson Loesch, is going to go to the box. It's going to be a tripping call against the younger Loesch brother. A freshman who is zoned for Franklin but homeschooled. Quinn goes to BGA. He's the only BGA player on the roster. So with 71 seconds to go in the first, Brentwood already up 3-0, get their first power play of the night. Draw going to be to the right of Jacob Benoit. won by Franklin, and Cale Lewis fires it down ice. Great clear by Lewis, the Franklin junior. And here's a short-handed chance. Oh, Matt Yurjevich with a one-timer that misses the net to the right of Payne Fielder. We're inside the last minute of the first now. Puck is back in the Franklin zone. Cale Lewis catches up to it. Tries to fire it out. It's out at center, but knocked down by Zane Cicerone. Dominic Kamsu sending it back into the Franklin zone. Cale Lewis gets it to it. Almost turned it over to Cicerone. Under 30 seconds left of the period now. Puck all the way back in the Brentwood end, picked up by Aiden Bustizzi. Bustizzi passes to his right. Now across. 1 minute left in the power play for Brentwood as they bring the puck. Oh, there's going to be another penalty, though. Callahan Fielder got tripped. It's going to be a 5-on-3. It's Cale Lewis going to the box, so 5.4 seconds left in the first. Brentwood up 3-0, get a 5-on-3 for 55 seconds. Traw's going to be to Jacob Benoit's right. Won by Brentwood. Aiden Bustizzi pass across and a shot blocked by Gavin Akers. That's it for the period. It was Kyle Barbarite with that shot attempt from the right point. Goals from Larson Smith, Aiden Bustizzi, and Callahan Fielder have Brentwood up 3-0 over Franklin-BGA at the end of one. Brentwood will play again Wednesday night against Pope Prep, and we'll have that game for you, 8:25 pregame, 8:30 face-off. Brentwood playing 3 games in this 2-week slate to wrap up the calendar year. Their last game will be against the Rutherford Rampage 1 week from Wednesday night, December 7th. Franklin are playing only 2 games in this pre-Christmas slate. Brentwood now, and next Monday night, taking on Father Ryan. And then they'll be done until January 9th when they play, they have to play Ravenwood. Ravenwood team they've already lost 8-0 to this season. Payne Fielder still in goal for Brentwood. Jacob Benoit still in goal for Franklin. Be 49 seconds of 5-on-3 power play time carrying over to the second period for the Bruins. Franklin will carry the puck towards me. Brentwood will carry it away from me. As Gavin Akers has the puck for the Admirals, standing behind his own net. Now 30 seconds left in the 5-on-3 for Brentwood as Akers carries the puck to center. Into the Brentwood zone, left wing side. Backhands it past the net. It's going to be picked up by Bustizzi. Puck held in at the right point. Slap shot from Kyle Barbarite, blockered away by Jacob Benoit. Bustizzi left point. Takes a shot, knocked away by Benoit. The 5-on-3 is done. Brentwood now with a 5-on-4 for about 70 more seconds. No, correction, 65 seconds, because when the penalty was first called, they had 55 seconds left on a 5-on-4. Stretch pass attempt to Matt Yurjevich, knocked down at center by Barbarite. Aiden Bustizzi carries it back into the Franklin zone, leaves it. Sent towards the net, steered away by Benoit. That shot coming from Graham Engelhart. Now back the other way come Franklin. Quinn Spencer backhanding it across. Oh, and whiffing on the shot attempt was Casper Thureson. Thurston still holding the puck. Passing down the wall, but knocked down by Barberite. He was trying to get it to Hudson Loesch. Back the other way comes Barberite. Barberite, right wing side of the Franklin zone. Around the back of the net, comes out to the left wing, passes out up top. Stevie Lipa shot, turned away by Benoit. Penalty time against Franklin is up. They're back at even strength. Engelhart. Sent around, held in at the right point. And Franklin are going to end up icing the puck from the left wing corner of their own zone. 11:36 to go in the second, 3-0. Brentwood leading. Draw going to be to the right of Benoit. And we're going to have a penalty, another penalty on Franklin. Somebody's stick went flying through the air. Now it's going to be against Brentwood. It's an interference call against Larson-Smith. So Franklin getting their first power play of the game, trailing 3-0 with 11:24 to go in the second. Draw is going to be to the left of Payne Fielder. Outlaws leading Indy 3-2 after one. Well, that'd be an upset, I think. That'd be a huge win for the Outlaws. It'd be a confidence booster. Quinn Lowe's trying to put the puck out in front. Back the other way goes Stevie Lipa, left wing side of the Franklin zone. Trying to go to the front of the net. He goes around the back of the net. But as the puck taken away. Matt Yurievich, left wing side of the Brentwood zone. Shot turned away by Fielder, Payne Fielder. Clearing attempt held in at the left point. Gavin Akers passed down Matt Yurievich, left circle. Tried to come out in front, but it's taken away by Aiden Pustizzi. Under a minute left in the penalty against Brentwood. The power play for Franklin. Aiden Pustizzi. Passing ahead to Stevie Lipa. Leaves it for Pustizzi, who will exit the zone. Left wing side of the Franklin end. Now Dominic Kamsu behind the net. 30 seconds left in the power play for Franklin. There's a backhander that's blocked. Backhanded, short-handed shot by Brentwood that's blocked. Puck held in at the right point. Kyle Barberite deflected. Trying to backhand it in front was Kamsu, and that was intercepted. Puck back in the Brentwood end. Barberite will track it down. Passes up the far side. Misses Trey Wilkins' stick. Penalty time against Brentwood is up. They're back at even strength. Oh, puck out in front of the Franklin net. Benoit down. They're banging away at it. It's cleared away. Ty Essenmacher at the stick, whacking away at it. And we get a whistle because the door that Brentwood used to come onto the ice looks like it was not closed properly, so the official blowing the whistle to close it up the way it should be closed. It did look like it wasn't closed all the way. I don't think anybody noticed it until now. 8:51 to go in the second. 3-0 Brentwood draws in front of their bench. Puck back in the Brentwood zone, tracked down by Sebi McClure. Passes ahead to Zane Cicerone. Cicerone trying to get it over to Jack Schultz. Now here's Jack Schultz, left wing side of the Franklin zone. A shot gloved and held on to by Jacob Benoit. Draw is going to be to the right of Benoit. Here come Franklin. Centering pass from Grant Hayes, trying to get it into the slot for Cole Pointer. Was a little too far ahead of Pointer. Pointer with a puck now in the Brentwood zone. Passing it off. And a shot from Noah Larrabee, blockered up into the air by Payne Fielder. Puck over on the far boards. Josh Urevich trying to backhand it out in front. Cleared away and brought out by Stevie Lipa. Lipa into the Franklin zone on the right wing side. Round the back of the net. Drops it back behind the net for Aiden Bustizzi, who tries to put it in front. Here's a one-timer that misses the net to the left of Benoit. That shot coming from Luke Olhoffen. And Franklin now are going to end up icing the puck. 6:59 to go in the second, 3-0 Brentwood. Draw is going to be to the right of Benoit. Franklin give the puck away. There's a shot. Stopped by Benoit. Rebound out in front of backhander. He's got it covered. Initial shot came from Olhoffen. Larson Smith with a rebound try. There's going to be a penalty against Franklin. A tripping call. No, it's against Brentwood. Correction. It's against Smith. So Franklin back in the power play, down 3-0 with 6:43 to go here in the second. Draw's going to be to Fielder's left. The Outlaws leading Indy 4-2 at the end of 2. Wow. So there's me being wrong about thinking Indy and Centennial might run the gauntlet, but thank goodness, actually. I don't know. Well, I don't know. The McLean Butters shot in the right circle over the net. I don't know. Can the Outlaws beat Centennial? I'm not so sure about that. Pass the slot goes off the skate of Dominic Kamsu. And we get a whistle. I'm not sure for what. Brentwood player had the puck. Draw's going to be in front of the Franklin bench. I don't know what they called. Wasn't a penalty, though. Nobody else is in the box besides Larson Smith. Puck back in the Brentwood zone. Michael Mannion kicking it over to the near side. And there's a one-timer deflected past the net. It was Matt Yurievich with a one-timer from the right point. And I think it was Quinn Lowe's trying to get the deflection. Under a minute left in the power play for Franklin. Puck is behind the net now. Dominic Kempsey takes a big hit from Michael Mannion. And he's going to go to the box for it. And then Owen Seeley knocks down Mannion from behind. And then now he and Quinn Loesch are shoving each other. Stevie Lipa jumps in there and pushes Seeley away. Seeley to the box, Loesch to the box. Mannion to the box as well. So they put 2 minutes up on the board under the home side, or on the home side. I assume that's the penalty against Mannion. .45 seconds left in the penalty against Larson Smith, by the way. .5:28 to go in the second, 3-0 Brentwood. Payne Fielder heading over to his bench, so both teams using this free timeout to talk strategy. Well, the official just blew his whistle. That means he wants everybody back in place. So Payne Fielder and Jacob Benoit have to head back to their creases. So it's going to be 4-on-4 for 45 seconds. Draw going to be to the left of Jacob Benoit. Draws one by Franklin. Cale Lewis, left wing side of the Brentwood zone. Behind the net. Loses the puck. Here's Kyle Barbarite. 30 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Barbarite. Got a pass across. It went off of Franklin's stick. It's out at center. Cale Lewis bringing it back into the Brentwood zone on the left wing side. Knocked away by Barbarite. Here's Stevie Lipa. Drops it back. Aiden Bustizzi moving in. A shot. Hit something and went up in the air. Puck out at center. Sebi McClure dumps it back into the Franklin zone. Penalty time against Brentwood is up. They're now on the power play for 76 seconds. Gavin Akers back into the Brentwood zone on the right wing side. Now McLean Butters passing it down. Here's Sebi McClure. Tried to clear, knocked down by Matt Yurievich at the blue line. Yurievich. Puck knocked away from him. Here is Pustizzi. Flipping it through the air. Touched with a high stick by a Franklin player. And since that was an intentional high stick, they're going to drop the puck to the right of Benoit in the Franklin zone. 50 seconds left of the power play for Brentwood. 4:17 to go in the second. The Bruins are up 3-0. Draw to the right of Benoit. I just said that, but they're doing the draw now, so. Won by Brentwood. Here's a shot from Dominic Kemps who hit a skate. And the puck cleared down ice by Franklin. Payne Fielder. And the puck taken off him, Callahan Fielder. Callahan Fielder, one of the 3 goal scorers for Brentwood. Here's a shot in the left wing, gloved and held onto by Benoit. That shot coming from Jack Schultz with 16 seconds left in the power play for the Bruins now. Draws to the right. Benoit comes to the net and he covers. Benoit's right again, won by Brentwood. Dominic Kemps who fires it past the net from the left point. Puck out at center. Kamsu. Across to Schultz. Schultz in the Franklin zone with a shot turned away by Benoit. Penalty time against Franklin is up. They're back at even strength and backhanding it past the net with his back to the net. Looked like it was Ty Essenmacher. As the puck is iced by Franklin. 3:09 to go in the second, and Brentwood up 3-0. Draws to the right of Benoit. Won by Brentwood. Kyle Barberite shot, hit his own man in front. A backhander was blocked. That was Connor Allen. Getting off that backhanded shot. Puck back in the Franklin zone. Admirals controlling. Cleared down ice. Icing waved off. Owen McGroarty's going to get to it in the Brentwood zone. McGroarty moving to the slot. A shot turned away by Payne Fielder. Here's Aiden Pustizzi. Carrying it through center. Left wing side of the Franklin zone. Shot whiffed on. He whiffed in the shot attempt. Puck back in the Brentwood end. Here's Ty Essenmacher. Back in the Franklin zone. Behind the net. There's a one-timer from Kyle Barberite. And I think either missed the net or was slightly turned away by Benoit. I'm not sure. Barberite behind the net. Now Ty Essenmacher puts it out in front. Aiden Bustizzi moving down the left wing. His shot is over the net. Shot not angled, turned away by Benoit. Now Connor Allen, left wing boards. A shot knocked down by Benoit. It's cleared out of the crease, still in the zone. Dominic Kamsu with it, trying to get it to the front of the net. And the puck cleared down ice by the Admirals. This will be an icing. 69 seconds to go in the second. Still 3-0 Brentwood. Final minute of the second. Puck back in the Brentwood zone. Sevi McClure. Now McLean Butters. Behind the Brentwood net is it taken away by Cam Sue, and we get a whistle as the puck ended up out of play, touching the netting above the glass. 39.6 seconds to go in the period. Draws to Payne Fielder's right. Brentwood win it. Luke O'Hoffen to center. O'Hoffen. Left wing side of the Franklin zone. Puck knocked off his stick by Cale Lewis. And offside call against Brentwood. With 18.4 seconds to go in the period now. Draws in front of the Brentwood bench. Sebi McClure sends it into the Franklin zone. And time is going to run out on the second period with the puck on the far side boards. Brentwood carried a 3-0 lead into this second period, and they leave with that 3-0 lead still intact over Franklin-BGA. So Franklin, if this result holds, will begin phase 3 0-1. Their record will drop to 1-5-2. Their GNASH Cup record will drop to 1-5-2. Brentwood's will go to 6-1-1. That means the best possible number of points, or the highest possible number of points that Franklin could finish the GNASH Cup race with would be 16. Right now it's 18. But, of course, if they lose, you have to take 2 points away from the number on the table, which right now is 14. Jacob Benoit still in goal for Franklin. Payne Fielder still in goal for Brentwood for this third period. Brentwood will carry the puck towards me. Franklin will carry it away from me. As the third period is underway. Puck in the Franklin zone as Brentwood won the draw. Gavin Akers far boards trying to clear it out. With it at center is Matt Jurjevic. Jurjevic, left wing side of the Brentwood zone. Trying to send it towards the front of the net. Payne Fielder to knock it down. He was trying to get it in front to Brandon Mills, Jurjevic was. Puck out at center. Jurjevic with it again. Shot in the left wing, turned away by Fielder. That shot coming from Casper Thurston. Puck held in at the blue line. Cale Lewis' shot blocked. And back the other way go the Bruins. Luke off into the puck poked away from him. Back the other way goes Cale Lewis, but the puck's poked off his stick. Brought back into the Franklin zone, Stevie Lipa, right circle. Curling around. Banks it off the inboards to the left wing side. Left in the left wing corner for O'Hoffen, but I don't think he realized that until it was too late. And there's a shot from Graham Engelhart that I think went off the stick of Benoit. Now the puck right out in front, and a shot blocked away by Benoit from Lipa. Now O'Hoffen, right circle shot, score! O'Hoffen with a shot that looks like it may have hit the underside of the right leg pad of Benoit before it went over the goal line. And it is 4-0 Brentwood with now 12:29 to go. Here's McLean Butters, left wing side of the Brentwood zone, passing over to Quinn Loesch. Loesch trying to backhand it out in front. It's knocked away. A big battle for the puck of the inboards, and it never moves, so the official blows his whistle. 11:54 to go, 4-0 Brentwood. Draw going to be to the left of Painfielder. Won by Franklin. Slap shot in the blue line, and Casper Thurston misses the net. And then it comes out to the right-hand side where it's covered up by Fielder. Draw will be to his right this time. Shot from Quinn Spencer misses the net to the right of Fielder. One time for Quinn Loesch, blockered away by Fielder. Spencer at the right point, backhanding it down the wall. Grant Hayes. Hayes. Backhander, stopped by Fielder. Rebound picked up by Dominic Kempsey, who tries to clear. Puck carried to the front of the net, and the shot missed. Front of the Brentwood net. That was Butters. Now Quinn Loesch, puck knocked away from him. And Brentwood able to get the puck out. Graham Engelhart, left wing side of the Franklin zone. Sends it past the net. Callahan Fielder. Now here's Quinn Spencer. Passing up the far side, Quinn Loesch. Now McLean Butters, the puck taken away from him. Shot from Cole Pointer was blocked. Puck behind the net. Puck in the Franklin zone. Defender fell at his own blue line. I think it was Hudson Loesch. Puck behind the net. Jack Schultz gets it out in front where it's stopped and covered up by Jacob Benoit. 9:56 to go, still 4-0 Brentwood. Draw was to the left of Benoit. One by Brentwood, and a shot from Sevi McClure went off of Franklin's stick, off the top of the glass and out of play. Sorry, I paused for so long. I wondered what the puck was going to do. Draws to Benoit's left. One by Brentwood, puck put in front, but unable to get a stick on it. Was Callahan Fielder. Puck sent all the way back into the Brentwood end. This will be an icing against the Admirals. Draw going to be to the left of Benoit. One by Brentwood, and a slap shot stopped by Benoit. He covers. As Barberite shooting from the right point. Puck behind the Franklin net off the draw. Nolan Larrabee clears. Icing waved off. Aiden Bustici will get to it inside his own zone. Bustici passing over. Now it comes back to Bustici. Clears it out to center. It's back in the Franklin zone, left wing side. Trey Wilkins' shot hit the right leg of Hudson Loesch. Now Connor Allen wanted to put it in front. Puck held in. There's a one-timer. Shot by Benoit. The rebound sent past the net by Connor Allen. Shot from the blue line came from Aiden Bustici. Now Ty Essenmacher. Now here is Nolan Larrabee clearing the puck out. It's dumped back into the Franklin zone. Puck put out in front by Bustici, but Trey Wilkins couldn't get a stick on it. Puck's in towards the net, and Wilkins deflects it past the net, trying to tip it on goal. Now there's Matt Yurjevich out at center. Waiting for Franklin to finish the line change. He's got it left wing side of the Brentwood zone. A one-timer turned away by Payne Fielder with a stick. That shot coming from Casper Thursson. Now there's a wraparound try by Yurjevich, stopped by Fielder. He's going to try it again. And the puck got away from him this time. Cale Lewis can't hold it in at the right point. Gavin Akers across to Lewis. Pass across, intercepted. Kyle Barberite back in the Franklin zone. Left circle shot. Stopped and held on to by Benoit. 7:30 to go in the game. Still 4-0 Brentwood. Draws to the right of Benoit. Puck was at center now. It's back in the Franklin zone on the left wing side. Puck back in the Brentwood end. Stevie Lipa trying to pass it down ice to get it out. It is out at center now. Luke Olhoffen, left wing side, puts it in front of backhander score, Lipa. Luke Olhoffen found Stevie Lipa all alone at the front of the net. Lipa receives the puck at the right-hand post and backhands it into the roof to make it 5-0 Brentwood with 6:41 to go. Wow, the Outlaws beat Indy 7-3. Wow. What, did Indy play catcher Grayson in goal? I can't imagine Jack Behringer or Trent Pavlik giving up 7 goals to the Outlaws. Payne Fielder making a save and covering up the puck at the other end of the ice. Draws to the left of Fielder. One by Brentwood. They get it out. Graham Engelhart knocked down as he crossed the Franklin blue line. Dominic Kempsey puts the puck in front. Now it's behind the net. Quinn Spencer whipping it around to the far side. Held in at the, oh, nope, Owen Seeley did not hold it in at the right point. Puck back in the Brentwood end. There's a shot from Michael Mannion, stopped and covered up by Payne Fielder. 5:03 to go, still 5-0 Brentwood. Oh, we have a penalty against Franklin. Draw is going to be oh, there's going to be another penalty against Franklin because one of the coaches said a word, and it's an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So it's a 5-on-3 for Brentwood. With 5:03 to go, they're up 5-0. Draw was to the right of Jacob Benoit, won by Franklin, but held in by Brentwood. Ryan Zarneski. A cross and a shot from Sebi McClure, blockered away by Benoit. Puck cleared out by Franklin. Zane Cicerone, takes a hit from Cale Lewis as he crosses the Franklin blue line, and a shot from Jack Schultz hits the top of the crossbar, goes into the netting above the glass. 79 seconds to go on both penalties, 4:22 to go in the game, still 5-0 Brentwood. Draw going to be to Benoit's right. One by Brentwood. Shot in the left point, stopped and covered up by Benoit. Shot coming from McClure. Draw to Benoit's right again. One by Brentwood again. Reed Odell, one of the freshmen, turns the puck over. Matt Yurievich carries it out to center. 1 minute left in both Franklin penalties. Puck back in the Brentwood zone. Dominic Kamsu with it. Passes ahead. It's back in the Franklin end. And getting knocked off the puck was Hill Houston, a junior. And now Matt Yurievich going to the front of the Brentwood net. And his shot is stopped. And then he hits the post on the rebound try. 30 seconds left on both penalties against Franklin. Dominic Kamsu in the Franklin zone. Sends it down to the inboards. Puck sent around to the near side. Held in by Pustizzi. Dropped down low. And Dominic Kamsu is going to be sent to the box. Is it a 2 and a 10? I couldn't see what the ref signaled. So it's a 4-on-3 power. Brentwood's power play is now done a 4-on-3. It's a 2 and a 10 because Connor Allen's going to serve the 2. 12 more seconds of a 4-on-3, and then Franklin will have a power play as Payne Fielder stops a bunch of shots down low. Penalties against Franklin up. They're now in the power play for a minute 48. Here's Kyle Barberite. Now Trey Wilkins in the Franklin zone. Gives it away to Aiden Murphy, who clears it down ice. Gavin Akers left point. Akers moving over to the right wing side. He's in the right wing corner, puck taken away. Sent around. Under a minute left in the power play for Franklin as Akers backed out of the zone and then, or actually lost control of the puck near the blue line and then brought it back in. 55 seconds to go in the power play, 2:09 to go in the game, still 5-0. Brentwood leading Franklin. So it's Trent Pavlik in goal against the Outlaws. Wow, Trent Pavlik gave up 7 goals to the Outlaws? That's really unexpected. The slap shot blocked in front. I mean, he gave up. No, that was Behringer. That was Behringer who played in the 4-1 loss to NBA back on October 3rd. Oh, and a shot from Callahan Fielder hits the post to the right of Benoit. Here's Matt Yurjevich going to the front of the Brentwood net. Stopped and covered up by Payne Fielder. 85 seconds to go in the game. 11 seconds left in the power play for Franklin. Well, unless we have a big delay late, this game's going to end before 8 o'clock, which means the schedule here at Centennial gets back on track. Draw to the left of Fielder. The Summit Nolensville game went past its 6:20 curfew. Well, they don't really enforce curfew anymore, but it went past that, and this game got started almost 6:45. Penalty against Brentwood is up. They're back at even strength, and a one-timer blockered away by Fielder. That shot came from Brandon Mills. Last minute of the game now. Puck over in the left wing corner. Brentwood trying to get it out. They do. Aiden Bustizzi, right wing side of the Franklin zone. Backhands it across. Shot from Sebi McClure was blocked. McClure gets it back on the blue line. Takes another shot. Score! Sebi McClure from the blue line. Fires the puck into the bottom corner on the left-hand side of the net. And it's going to be 6-0 Brentwood with 27.4 seconds to go. Puck out at center off a clearing attempt by Brentwood. Off the draw, and now the puck carried back into the Brentwood end offside by Cale Lewis. Brentwood trying to get the puck out of their zone. Here's Matt Yurjevich, a shot. Stopped and held on to by Payne Fielder. And the clock is going to run down to 0. And Brentwood open up phase 3 with an emphatic 6-0 win over Franklin. Bruins start phase 3 with a 1-0 record. And in the GNASH Cup race, they are now 6-1-1. Franklin 0-1 in phase 3, 1-5-2 now in the GNASH Cup standings. On a great win for the Bruins. All right, I'm going to punch this score into the system here. Yeah, like I said, so much for me thinking that Independence and Centennial were going to run through everyone in Tier 2. The Outlaws proved me wrong tonight, but you know what? I'm glad they proved me wrong. I don't think it's very good if the race for the 1 seed for the Hein Cup isn't fun. Let me go look at the score sheet. All right, so all 6 Brentwood goals were scored by a different player. Larson Smith in the first goal, so that's the game winner. The others came from Aiden Pustizzi, Callahan Fielder, Luke Ohoffen, Stevie Lipa, and Sebi McClure. Luke Ohoffen had an assist on the game-winning goal, the first goal of the game. He had his own goal, and I believe he had another assist. So with a goal and 2 assists, our player of the game for tonight is Luke Ohoffen, as Brentwood beat Franklin-BGA 6-0. So, 4 finals so far tonight. Ravenwood beating Father Ryan 3-2. 5-5 tie between Summit Page and Nolensville Ensworth Lipscomb. The Outlaws beating Indy 7-3. And just now Brentwood beating Franklin-BGA 6-0. Going on right now over on Rink A, Centennial taking on Station Camp Liberty Creek. Coming up in a few minutes here on Rink B at Centennial, USNBA Nashville Christian taking on Hendersonville Beach. And at 8:10 in Bellevue, Pope Prep CPA GCA taking on Mount Juliet Green Hill Lebanon. So here are the standings with a few games in the books. The Tier 1 standings for Phase 3 so far. Ravenwood and Brentwood both 1-0. MBA not kicking off Phase 3 until Wednesday night. Father Ryan and Franklin both 0-1. Mount Juliet and Pope Prep a few minutes away from starting. And the Rampage will also kick off Phase 3 Wednesday night as they take on MBA. Tier 2, the Outlaws at 1-0. And then you have Summit and Owensville both 0-1. 1 tie. While Independents are 0-1. Centennial, Station Camp playing right now. USN and Hendersonville coming up. And the GNASH Cup standings, Ravenwood now 7-1. Brentwood now 6-1-1. MBA 6-1. Pope Prep 4-2-1. Mount Juliet 2-4-1. And Franklin now 1-5-2. Again, Father Ryan and Rutherford can't win it because they started the season in Tier 2. Schedule for Wednesday, 7:10 on Rink A here at Centennial. Rutherford taking on MBA as both teams kick off Phase 3. Rink 2 in Bellevue, Father Ryan taking on Mount Juliet. 8:30 here on Rink B, Pope Prep CPA GCA taking on Brentwood. And then at 8:40 over on Rink A, Hendersonville Beach taking on Summit Page. We'll have the Pope Prep Brentwood game for you. Be on the air at 8:25 for an 8:30 face-off as Brentwood look to start Phase 3 with a 2-0 record. And we'll see what Pope Prep's record is by the end of the night when they take on Mount Juliet this evening. That's it for us tonight as we kick off the penultimate week of GNASH play in the calendar year. Our on-air finals tonight, Summit Page 5, Nolensville Ensworth Lipscomb 5, and just now Brentwood 6, Franklin-BGA nothing. I'm Michael Hackney. Thank you all so much for listening, and good night, everybody, from Centennial.